we have Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua. September the 21st, 2024 at Wembley Stadium at Wembley, England, in London, UK. It's such an amazing moment. So the fight starts out as it is. I pay attention to make sure the referee knows what they're talking about. He tells them both in the dressing room, be professional of all time, obey my instructions, any questions, nope, because after the referee says any questions, tells us this or that, I obey my instructions at all time, any questions, and Daniel Dubois gives us that duck face, how the hell does Daniel Dubois, I wonder if it's just a mouthpiece that was making him look like he's doing a duck face on AJ. Like, the camera cuts to Daniel Dubois and AJ with the referee talking in the middle of them, and AJ is just having a good straight face, and for some reason, like, Daniel Dubois' cheeks are puffing out like this for some reason. Like, it's, I don't know, I found that really weird. I didn't like it. But anyway, the fight starts out in the first minute, and to be honest, they were just throwing some interesting jabs upstairs at one point. There were some interesting moments. They started out throwing some good jabs. Around the first minute of the fight, of course, Daniel Dubois, just like he's doing to Phil Perkovich last June, he's just throwing interesting headbutt movements on AJ, and the referee Marcus McDonowell, is giving Dubois a warning. Like, he actually throws his head on Anthony Joshua twice, and he has to get warned twice in that fight. At this moment, like, dude, Louis Pabon, the guy refereeing Usyk and Dubois last year ago in their fight, man, crazy. Dude, even John Latham didn't warn Daniel Dubois one damn bit during his Phil Perkovich fight, and he won. It's ridiculous. But then for the next minute, with 20 seconds left of the fight, they're studying each other, keeping it calm, and for some hilarious reason, AJ throws a good uppercut back to Daniel. They throw each other again. They both clinch each other, and the round ends in the last 10 seconds of the fight. Like, we don't hear the timekeeper's bell. We don't hear that sound when it comes to 10 seconds. But by that moment, AJ throws a right, somewhat misses, and he ducks his punch, and Daniel throws a huge wild right for some reason. And at this moment, they both study each other. AJ's not expecting nothing crazy to happen in the first round, so he puts his gloves down. He doesn't expect Daniel to do nothing dumb. He does. Daniel throws a huge Deontay Wilder right punch and connects it to AJ. Down goes AJ. The crowd goes wild. It was crazy. And surprisingly, AJ gets back on the count of 4, which that was a horrible idea. So he gets back up, and then he starts stumbling for some reason. He stumbles to the right. Referee's telling him to come here. The bell's already rung right now, but as the bell rings, Daniel Dubois is walking towards behind the referee's back, and the referee sees him, so he just pushes him out of the way. It was crazy. And seeing the replay of that punch was devastating. It was crazy. So we come to round 2, and not even 15 seconds into the second round, Dubois is already throwing multiple punches. He attacks him, pushes AJ to the ropes. It was such an amazing fight. He was just throwing everything he had on him. It was crazy. It's crazy. Even the commentators said that Daniel was like a prime Mike Tyson. That's out of the question. But for the next minute and a half, we do get another moment where they both study each other. Dubois throws another good left jab, blocks in the rope. They both clinch. Minutes wind down. In the final 10 seconds of the round, which you think nothing crazy is going to happen, AJ misses a right. We get another right on. A good perfect left combination upstairs by Dubois. Stumbles, and AJ's right leg is stumbling. He loses it. barrage of punches, and then it seemed like AJ went down. We hear someone outside of the ring going 1, 2, but the referee doesn't count as a knockdown for some reason. And then more barrage of punches, and then suddenly AJ is sitting on the third rope, top rope, which is the second top rope of the white rope. He's sitting on it, blocking, and the referee does nothing about it. The bell rings, and that's it. We come to round 3, and nothing crazy happens in round 3, but at this moment, why just start the fight? We even saw the replay that AJ's gloves were down on the canvas. I don't understand why. The person outside counting had a better eye than this referee. For reasons why he let the fight continue is unknown. It's crazy. So of course in round 3, nothing much crazy could happen. AJ is trying to protect himself best as he can. He gets knocked down again in round 3, and yet again. But guys, round 4 and round 5 are more surprising than round 3. And I'll explain why. So of course Dubois does knock down AJ again, round 3. But round 4, my gosh, he doesn't even give AJ a chance to catch his breath in round 4. By the end of round 3, he's already won out 3 big rounds. He throws a left. He throws another shot. He throws a left but misses, but AJ still sells it and trips and hits the ground in the first 10 seconds of the 4th round. It's funny. So he gets on. He continues punching, and then suddenly, not even 30 seconds into the 4th round, he pushes it, AJ goes down, and then the referee does this, almost like the fight's over. I'm like, wow, that was a great win. Unbelievable. I saw the fight. It was amazing. But then I look back at my TV screen, and I wait, the fight's not over? I was like, wait a minute, why is the fight not over? The referee did this. I later went back and realized it was a slip. For some reason, why they thought the fight was over. Guys, if Daniel Dubois was being promoted by Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren was being promoted by AJ, this would have been the same rendition of Carl Froch versus Lucia Butte in 2012, when Carl Froch was trying to fish Lucia Butte and the referee went this, because he told them it was a knockdown and he wanted to stop it before Lucian was going to get hurt. And Eddie Hearn entered the ring right crazy, celebrating with Carl Froch, picking him up like a baby. And then Carl Froch's trainers told him to get the F out of the ring. The fight's not over. But Lucia Butte's trainer didn't understand what the hell had gone wrong because he thought the fight was over. Dude, the referee was a fucking asshole that day. And I just, still, to this fucking day, I don't know why they allowed Lucia Butte to lose that fight. That was BS. What my point is, if that referee thought he was waving the fight off and Eddie Hearn entered in the ring, God almighty, AJ would have won this fight and I'm sure Eddie Hearn would have entered in the ring and said, yeah, we got a champion. And he would have picked up Daniel Dubois. Oh, I'm so proud of you, my baby. Big baby Drell Miller. Daniel Dubois, whatever the hell your name is. Oh, I'm so proud of you. And then realizing the referee said it was a slip. And you would have been like, well, what the hell was this for? Why were you waving off like it was this? You're supposed to wave it like this. It was a slip, not like this. That's when the fight is over. The referee at this moment, dude, guys, this referee, like Marcus McDonald, quit being a referee. Just retire. This guy couldn't tell that AJ put his gloves on the canvas during the end of the 2nd round, and now he hits the ground, waves it off like the fight's over. I don't get it. The rest of the last 2 minutes of the 4th round, well, whatever you viewers think, the 4th round was nothing but interesting this, interesting that. But yet again, Daniel was trying to keep his composure together in the later rounds because he already had AJ. Start of the 5th round, 30 seconds into it, they're studying each other, and out of nowhere, when I saw this, so guys, this is how the fight ended. 35 seconds into this 5th round, AJ. Guys, I thought AJ was going to win this fight. I thought he was going to win this fight. He sets up a huge right and stumbles Dubois upstairs. He corners him to the rope. He throws a left. And then he throws a right upstairs. At this moment, I'm like, Daniel's done for. He throws another huge right. Daniel throws his own right, which stumbles a little bit of AJ. And then the fight ends when AJ and Dubois both do the Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa of the end of the 3rd movie of Rocky, where they do a slow motion stop and they play the song Eye of the Tiger for the end credits. They both throw their combinations at the same time, only for AJ. I think AJ landed his about a second late, about a half frame late after Dubois threw his right, because I think Dubois hit his first before like a frame later when AJ hit Dubois. Because I went back to check the freeze frame of the video and he kind of did connect it a little bit, but both punches were connected. Only Dubois connected his better, and Joshua, I can't even say his name right, AJ hit the ground, body down of the front, under the ropes. What makes that moment crazy is that AJ was on the attacking line while Daniel was defending himself there. The referee counts all the way from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then at the count of 9, AJ actually gets on all fours, but so he picks up his left leg like he's going to go to the bathroom like a dog. And then he gets back on all fours again. But the referee counted at 10. Someone threw it in a towel anyway. But the fight ended by KO at 59 seconds. Daniel Dubois, heavyweight champion of the world. All I can say about this is that Daniel Dubois, like, guys, I was already thinking Dubois was going to win this fight. Not because he was 27 years old and he was already in his 20s at the time, and Joshua was 34 years old, so he might have a few more years left in him, which that was one of the reasons. I just think Dubois had to take it easy after everything happened, because you look back at it and, like, at this moment, both of these guys already suffered losses in their career and they're trying to come back. Because at this moment, I'm not saying that this is a good fight, but yet again, after 2 dumb, incompetent referees helped Daniel Dubois to defeat Filip Hrgović and Anthony Joshua in the dumb ways possible for what was happening, from the headbutts in the first round of the fight and somewhat of the other stuff, I think at the end of the day, it was interesting. I will say, at the press conference when he stated that he liked to thank his God and his family, because I remember during the press conference when Daniel Dubois said that he felt like he was dreaming that day in the fight. He thanked his dad, he thanked God and his whole family for being around him, keeping him on the ground and giving everyone this opportunity that he took. It was a great moment for him. It was great, and at the end of the day, it was a great win for Dubois. But yet again, at this moment, there is no need for a rematch. We already saw what happened to AJ. The fight might end a lot dangerouser, even if AJ is going to be prepared for a second fight. There is no need for a rematch.